the soda. Ruby boys, they know us. All fast money, no slow bucks.
What is up, you guys? Brandon here, aka Browadis, and today I want to tell you guys what might be the funniest story I've ever told. Well, funny right now, funny when you look back on it now, but not funny when it happened. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about the first time I ever got pulled over by a cop, the first time I got a ticket, and just the dumbest way you could possibly go about it. So, before you hear the story, I just want you to know that I had never been pulled over, I had never gotten a speeding ticket, and I had never been in a car with somebody who had gotten pulled over before. So, like, I had no idea what to do. Although some of these things were common sense, just know that this had never happened to me previously, so everything was kind of new to me. So let me just start it off. And I used to have the ticket. I can't find it. And I was looking for it so bad. I just can't find the ticket. But so let me go ahead and start. So I'm driving on the freeway and I was in my Lexus, F Sport, which means it goes pretty fast. Okay, and I was kind of speeding. I'm not going to lie. I was going a little too fast, and I guess there was a car or a cop on the side with his meter. Like, I didn't see him because they hide in the weirdest places so that cars don't see them. It was under like this bridge with like just on the side of the freeway where nobody could see. And I'm driving past and I zoom past the cop and I didn't even see him. And then I see and I'm blasting music too. It's like the greatest day of my life. I'm just cruising down the freeway with music blasting. I still remember, I think the song was Cut Her Off by K-Camp. It was actually the remix with K-Camp and 2 Chainz, even better. But so like I don't even see the cop, and then I see lights turn on, the sirens. And in my head, I automatically thought it was me. But then at the same time, I was like, okay, look how many cars are around me. Please don't let it be me. Please don't let it be me. Okay, he keeps following me. He keeps getting behind my car, and I'm like, oh shit, it's me. Here is a dumb thing not to do when you get pulled over. Number 1, you don't go to the left. Okay, I turn my left signal on and I switch one lane to the left, and the cop switches behind me, and he starts turning his right signal on, and I was confused, and I turned another lane to the left. I was about to pull over on the left side, and he turns his right signal on again. He didn't even follow me this time. He keeps turning his right signal, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to go to the right. So this cop probably automatically thought I was a dumbass, and so I went to the right. I switched all the way back to the right, and I stopped. So that's step number 1 that you don't do. You do not go to the left when you get pulled over, which is something I did. So the cop, this already a bad image on myself, and so I go to the right. He gets out of his car, he walks up to my window, and I don't know why, while he was walking up, I took my seatbelt off. That's dumb thing number 2 you don't do when you get pulled over. If you're wearing your seatbelt, you leave your seatbelt on, obviously. I guess I was just nervous or whatever, so take my seatbelt off. And luckily he didn't say anything about that, but I didn't notice it till he left. I was like, oh shit, why did I take my seatbelt off? So he walks up to my car and he says, do you have any idea how fast you were going? And I said, no. In my head, I said, yes, bitch. Obviously, I'm the one driving the car. I know how fast I was going. I said, no. He looked at me. He said, you were going over 80 miles per hour. And my dumbass, shout out to my friend Bossit, the biggest liar in the world, who told me that he got away with tickets by questioning the cop. This is dumb thing number 3 you don't do when you get pulled over. But it might as well be written in the Bible that you don't do this. I looked the cop in the eye. Okay, maybe the dumbest thing I've done in my life. And I said, well, officer, do you have proof that I was going over 80? Because I think I was going 65. He fucking looked back at me. Looked straight back at me. He said, listen here, I got 2 ways of proof. I got the meter in the car and I got my visual eye. And I said, oh, okay, sorry. So first of all, you never question a cop, okay? That's number 1. Second, you don't do it with attitude. I don't know who the hell I thought I was, and I blame Bossit because I swear just a few weeks before this happened, mind you, this was like 2 days before my 19th birthday, to make things worse. He told me, yeah, I got away like he just told me this fucking story that he gave a cop attitude and he was questioning him and he got away with getting a ticket. So I told the cop, I said, do you have proof I was going 80 because I was going 65? And he fucking got mad because I guess he really had proof. So he had the meter in the car. So that along with not going on the right, going to the left at first, already gave me a really bad image. And so I was like, oh, was I speeding? Like, I didn't know. I tried to change my attitude, but he already, like, you already screwed up then. So then, you know, I'm not trying to brag, but I drive a nice car. It's like a Lexus IS250 2015 F Sport. He legit thought I stole the car. He was like, oh, so how'd you get this car like that? And I said like, oh, well, it's just a lease, like all this. He asked for a registration and he legit, he was talking to me like I stole the car. And I was like, no, this is my car, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he goes back to his car to write me the ticket. And in my head the whole time, I'm just like, why did I give him attitude? Like, why did I do that? And I was like, just so mad and everything. And then I realized that I had my school textbook in the front passenger seat. I was not coming back from school, but I had my school textbook in the front. So he came back to the car. The first thing he says, you know, I'm expecting him to say like, okay, here's your ticket, go. Or I'm expecting him to say, oh, I'm going to let you go this time. You know what he says? He says, oh, you realize that your windows are also tinted. And I said, so rather than him either giving me the ticket or maybe letting me go in the morning, he docks me for another thing, another citation, saying, oh, your windows are tinted, like that's not legal in California, your front windows. In my head, I'm just like, how the hell did he see that? My window is down, but I guess he saw the other one. And I told him, I was like, look, officer, like, I'm just like going to class right now and I really don't want to be late. I have my textbook right here. Like, is there any way I can be let go with a warning? And he looks at me. He kind of thinks about it. And in my head, I'm like, oh shit, like I might be let go with a warning. He says, I guess this is a nice thing to do. He said that he'll let me go for my window tint. He said he won't write me up for my window tint, but he has to give me the speeding ticket. And in my head, I'm like, fuck. I was mostly thinking about how am I going to tell my parents, because they always, like, since I had that car, they would always tell me, don't speed. I don't care if it's a sports car. I don't care how fast you can go. Don't speed. So I really don't want to get in trouble with them. But yeah, so he gave me the ticket for speeding. And then dumb thing number, I don't know what I'm up to right now, like 10 million of not to do when you get pulled over. You don't ask this. Okay, so as if the cop didn't already think I was the biggest dumb fuck on earth for potentially stealing this car, for trying to go to the left lane, for giving him attitude, for speeding in the first place. I legit said this. So he says, okay, have a good day, go get to class, don't speed, okay? And I legit asked him this. So I'm on the freeway, okay, we're pulled over. I said, oh, do you want me to just merge into traffic, or do you want me to like drive a little and then merge into traffic? He said, and I could feel the anger in his voice. He said, if you merge into traffic right away, you're going to get hit by all the incoming traffic, and we don't want that. So you're going to drive up a little, and then you're going to merge when it's safe. And I looked at him, and I said, oh, sorry for asking that. And he said, it's fine. Have a good day. I literally, like, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me that day, but I really had the nerve to ask the cop, you want me to just merge into traffic? Like, or do you want me to drive a little up? He really looked at me, and he was so fucking mad. He was like, you can get hit by a car if you merge into traffic, and we don't want that to happen, so drive up a little. I'm just like, okay. But, that was, like, if your first time getting pulled over by a cop, anything you don't want to happen literally happened to me. Like, I don't know. That was, at least it's a story. At least it's a memory now. But when it happened, I was just like, holy shit, I just feel so dumb. And I went to the gym after. I wanted to send the cop a Snapchat saying, look, cop, I'm not even at school, blah, blah. But he didn't let me go, so it wouldn't make sense to do that anyways. That's my story of getting pulled over by a cop and getting my first and only speeding ticket. My only time getting pulled over so far. Now it's time to go play some basketball. You know, right shoe untied, left shoe tied. The Suns still suck. They're on a 9-game losing streak. They're fucking, I don't care. You could say the 76ers are the worst team in the league. Nope. right here in my head, the Phoenix Suns are the worst team in the NBA right now. And you know I love them. So for me to say that, you know it's true. Phoenix Suns right now suck ass. Worst team in the NBA. And you might as well lose every single game and go for Ben Simmons at this point, honestly. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your day. Broadis, I'm out.